It's mid-December and dark mornings and dark evenings mean that we don't really get to see our gardens outside, especially if you work 9 till 5. So why not bring the outdoors, indoors, growing houseplants? They come in a range of fabulous different colours, shapes, heights. Some like sun, some like shade. Some can be really drought tolerant, some like lots of water, and they come from all different continents and parts of the earth. Many flower as well. So if you want to cheer up your living room, your bedroom, your bathroom, or any part of your home during the winter time with gorgeous plants, then we're going to run you through a list of lovely house plants that can grow in all those different positions and give you interest, colour and joy, and even purify your air during these dark long winter months. This is Zamioculcas zamifolia, or the ZZ plant, or the ZZ plant, depending on how you want to say it. It's one of the easiest house plants to grow. It will grow in very low light levels. It doesn't mind being dry for a long time. Best grown in a cactus compost because it likes to have really well drained soil. You can get some that have got black leaves like this variety, or some that have got green leaves. The leaves are always glossy, the stems are nice and upright, and it's a real good tough house plant for beginners. And it's exotic, it's joyful, it's unusual, and as I say, very easy to look after. This is a house plant that used to be called Sansivieria. It's now called Dracena trifasciata, or snake plant is its common name, or mother-in-law's tongue as it used to be called. I've had this one about 15 years. I'm really proud of it. Started off only about this big, but year on year the leaves have got bigger and bigger. And it's one of those house plants that can take a huge amount of neglect. It will grow in low light. If you didn't water this plant for a year, it would still be alive. It wouldn't be happy, but it would still be alive. It's one of the most drought tolerant house plants you can grow. In fact, overwatering is likely to kill this rather than underwatering. If you keep them really pot bound as well, like I have this one, they flower for you. They send up lovely stems with sort of creamy yellow star-shaped flowers that drip with nectar and have the most gorgeous sweet fragrance. So it's easy, it's tough, it's really drought tolerant. It's good for purifying the air in your room as well, and it'll just keep getting bigger and bigger year on year. Part shade, sort of lots of direct light but not full sun. Keep the watering at a minimum, especially during winter time, and you can enjoy the grandeur of this most easiest of houseplants to grow for a lifetime. This is Clusia rosea, or autograph plant. It's called autograph plant because the leaves, especially in its wild habitat, are so big and so leathery you can scratch or carve your name into the leaves. This one originates from tropical parts of South America as well as the Caribbean, and in its natural wild situation it can form a huge great big plant with gorgeous pink flowers. Very unlikely to flower as an indoor plant in the UK, but I've grown this from a plant about this tall and I'm dead proud of it. It's got these great big waxy shiny green leaves, a Christmas tree kind of shape to it, and I grow mine in an east facing window. It gets the morning sun, but in the afternoon it's out of the sun but getting lots of lovely light through the window still, but not direct sunlight. Watering wise, I give it a good drink, I let it dry out for a good while, give it another good drink and let it dry out again. And in the winter time I reduce that watering even more. I feed occasionally as well in the growing season from March through till August, but I've found this to be a very easy house plant to grow. Certain times of the year it drops its old leaves as the new leaves come through, but it always looks cheerful, glossy and bright, and it's really brought me a lot of joy, and I'm so pleased it's grown from a plant this big to a plant now this big. Clusia rosea, or autograph plant. You'll love it. This one is Pilia peperomioides. Not easy to say that one. Chinese money plant or pancake plant, and as its name suggests, it originates from that part of the world, China and all those areas around. I really do adore this house plant. Again, I grew this from a very small plant. In fact, I've cut it back 2 or 3 times and it's regrown. All the year through it has these great big flat pancakey type of leaves, and then eventually it kind of grows like a little trunk. The lower leaves sometimes drop away, almost creating like a palm tree kind of effect. This one again, I've grown an east facing window. It's quite happy having the early morning sun, but definitely not full sun at the hot times of year directly onto the leaves, or they can become scorched. And I found the easiest way to care for this one watering wise is to let it dry out, let it stay dry for a little while, and you can start to see the leaves start to wilt a little bit. Then give it a good soak and then leave it to dry out again. So don't overwater this one. It will get bigger and bigger year on year. It's very easy to take cuttings from, but it's a lovely, lovely houseplant, very elegant, very unusual, and very sort of different, unusual leaves. Pilia peperomioides, or Chinese money plant. This is a type of tenanthe, and it's a really, really good houseplant for low light areas and high humidity. It's great for bathrooms. Never ever put this in a sunny position. Where this grows naturally, it will grow on a forest floor. It would almost never get sunlight on it. If you put it in a sunny position, it will get really, really badly scorched. I've got it right at the back of my houseplant, so it's got a nice shady low light position, and I find it's best to always keep it moist, even in winter time. Never let this dry out. And year on year, it'll get bigger and bigger. It's got these beautiful leaves, and they have a strange habit because the leaves are green on the front, but then underneath, they're a really unusual purple colour. And this is a way it gets to bounce the light back through the leaves in those low light areas where it grows. This one over here, this is Agla anema, or Chinese evergreen. And this one has got the most beautiful shrimp pink, flamingo pink leaves. You can see how beautiful they are, and they're edged green as well, with some white markings on this. I found this quite difficult to grow, but I've persevered with it. It's about 2 or 3 years old and it's not grown much, but again, I let this one dry out a little bit, then I give it a good drink. I make sure it's got lots of light, but never any direct sunlight. And I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed that eventually it'll get this tall, but it's pretty and it's worth persevering with. And this one is Pachira aquatica, or money tree. And this is beautiful. Great big sort of hand-shaped or palmate leaves. Pet friendly as well, this one, which is really, really good. The stems on this have been braided. That's been done by hand. And you can keep that going as the plant grows if you want to, or you can just leave it. And this one gets to about 1.5 meters, 2 meters tall. Very easy to grow. It will grow in a bright position. It will grow in a shady position. And again, water it, let it dry out, water it again. In the wild, where it grows naturally, I think it originates from South America, those parts of the world, it can form a tree about 70 foot tall with huge, incredible, unusual pink flowers. It's never going to do that indoors in the UK or anywhere else indoors, but it is an adorable house plant, easy to grow, and as I say, very, very structural and impressive, especially once it gets to about 1.5 meters, 2 meters tall. This is Boston fern, or Nephrolepsis fern, and this originates from the southern states of America, those kind of really hot, tropical, sort of boggy places. That's where it thrives. So it's used to low light because it kind of grows in flooded forests and those sort of locations. So I've got it in the bathroom in front of the diffused light that's coming in through here. And this plant, I find the best thing to do with this is always keep it moist. Never let it dry out. Don't keep it wet, but just keep it moist. If it starts to dry out, it goes a pale colour, and then you know it needs a drink. Eventually, the old fronds do start to lose their leaves, but you can just pick those out. But it continuously produces these beautiful new, bright green fronds that come through. It creates this really, really beautiful shape. And I think it just adds a real wonderful kind of forestry, cool kind of feel to the bathroom. Easy to grow. It does like acid soil though. So use acid-based compost, potting compost, and always water it with rainwater. But you know what? It's really, really easy to grow. It's long-lived. And I just think it's really, really dramatic. These last couple of videos are a bit echoey because we're in the bathroom, but bear with, because this is Monstera adansonii, or monkey mask plant. So-called monkey mask. I don't know how true it is. It might be a bit of a kind of a myth, but apparently where these grow in the wild, the leaves get very, very big. And these splits, which are also known as fenestrations, allegedly monkeys hide behind these leaves and they look through the slits in the leaves for predators. Hidden by the leaves, they get to see the predators, but the predators don't get to see them. How true? I don't know. But that's something I read. But this is lovely. It's like a Swiss cheese plant. It's the same family, Monstera family. And you can grow this upwards on a moss pole, or you can get it to trail downwards, like I've done here in the bathroom. It's actually only reached the floor twice. I've chopped it off twice, and it's grown back again another 2/3. This one I keep on the moist side, not wet, but kind of moist. And this does very well, again, in low light. Not very, very dark places, but low light, humid environment, easy to grow, tough. and it just gives a really, really nice look to this bathroom cabinet with the way it's trailing down. For me, when it comes to flowering houseplants, orchids are the perfect choice. I've had these ones for a couple of years. These are a type of phalaenopsis, and they've been flowering almost non-stop the whole time I've had them. Winter, summer, spring and autumn, and they're flowering their socks off right now. They're on a west-facing windowsill, so they get sun kind of late afternoon into the evening. I give them a good drink. I try and use rainwater if possible. Let them dry out, leave them dry for a little bit, then wet them again, let them dry out. It's important that they're always in these plastic pots so the roots can get light. The roots actually photosynthesize a little bit, so they do need to get light through those pots. The flowers have got so big on these, actually, they got a little bit top heavy. So I've actually had to put coins, loads of coins in the top of the pots to actually weigh the pots down because they kept toppling off the windowsill. But for really minimum input, I've just got these to just keep flowering for ages. I've not even fed them. And I actually like to just leave them as well. I like the flowering stems just to do their thing naturally rather than be artificially kind of tied up on those little canes. But of course, it's up to you. But I mean, if you think orchids are difficult, honestly, they're not. I've found them very, very easy, and they will bring drama, structure and colour for a really, really long time. So there you are, a great range of houseplants for those different positions in the home, all easy to grow. Just follow kind of the simple guidance and you can have those flowering, growing, showing beautiful foliage through the winter, through the summer, year after year after year. Happy indoor gardening.